West Coast Conference champion, University of San Diego Toreros. On the far left, WCC Coach of the Year, Brian Quinn. In the middle is senior midfielder Jack Sandmeyer. On the far end here is the goal scorer, junior midfielder Cesar Bahena. Coach Quinn, if you would please start us off with some general comments on this evening's 1-0 win over UC Davis in the first round of the NCAA championship.
Really pleased. I think it's a game that we look forward to from the beginning of the season, and we talked about winning the conference. In our first meeting, we put 3+1 on the board, and these guys will tell you, and the one was to win a playoff game. And so now we need to be 3+1+1 when we go to Duke. But I'm pleased for the kids that have been on the team, seniors and guys who've come in and have had success over 3 years. And tonight's game, I think sometimes when you watch video, you have an idea of how teams play. But Davis, to all their credit, they were probably better than I thought they'd be. They were athletic, they were dangerous, hard running, and difficult to break down. Took a special goal to win the game.
Speaking of that, Coach, with apologies, Cesar, let's go straight to you. We've seen you score some spectacular goals, Cesar. That might be the best of the bunch.
No. He says score better ones.
All right, fair enough. Just talk about that moment, please.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before against San Diego State, so I saw the keeper out, saw him running backwards, and I could, beat him. And yeah, I know I could beat him. And goal, and hopefully, successfully I did it. So.
Cesar, I guess you missed the weekend game. I imagine you felt better. Otherwise, I imagine you would have started. How did you feel at the start of the game? How did you feel when that ball went in? How do you feel now with the big game on Sunday at Duke?
Yeah, I feel really excited going towards the second round. It's the first time after 3 years that we go past the first round, so it's a big achievement for the team, and we're very excited going into Duke. We played them at the beginning of the year. We tied them, but we have a really big belief that we can beat them.
I'll start with you, Cesar. How many times have you chipped goalkeepers in your career? Is that just something you do?
Trying to do it more often, but it's twice this year, yeah.
As a youth, did you do it a lot?
What I can remember, I could score a lot of goals outside the box.
Mason Tunbridge helped him a lot when he was here last year.
Mason did it.
Yeah, big thank you to Mason. He was a great role model to me when I came in. He kind of took me under his wing. But yeah, huge shout out to Mason for sure.
So what exactly did you see? You talked about it a little bit, but take us more detail about what happened on that play.
The defender messed up. I saw an opportunity. I had to, take it. Thankfully it went in the back of the net. But yeah, it really just gave me so much motivation to finish the rest of the game.
Jack, how sweet was this win for you personally?
It was really nice. It was just I came into it knowing it was going to be just the most extreme chippy game ever, and there's going to be a lot of emotion with our players and their players, just because our coach said it was the first game we wanted to get going, and we wanted to make sure we got this win after the past 2 years of losing in the first round. So definitely we knew we had a lot of emotions going into this game, but at the same time we had a goal in mind, and I think we executed that really well. Probably not in the best way possible, but we had Cesar here to come in clutch for us once again. He's done that so many times over the season, so it was really nice to get that win, and just being able to hold off. Our defense is just playing absolutely amazing right now. Props to them. This victory really goes to them. But just as a group effort, I would say just an amazing game. Just everyone played their part, and just it led to such an amazing outcome. And for me personally, obviously, it was really special.
Just give us the short version of what happened. You were recruited there, correct?
Yes.
But you never played there.
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah, so I got brought on as a potential walk-on, so I had to go in there and walk on to make the team. And then I played that first year. I redshirted that first year. I was with the team and everything, and it was a good experience. I can't say I loved the way they played sometimes, but I knew I had to keep my head down and do everything I could. And then at the start of the next season in 2022, it was just a bit unfortunate. I had to meet with the coach. We just had a difference of opinion on certain things, and I think he felt like he couldn't coach him anymore. So at that point, he put me off the team. And then from that point, I kind of struggled a little bit. I was kind of bouncing around local teams, and I knew I wanted to come back to San Diego, so I did come back here to transfer just as a student. And then I did end up talking to Coach Quinn here one day, and he mentioned that we might have a tryout coming up. So I eventually went to that tryout, and going into it really nervous, just like not expecting what happened. And that was all last spring, and I felt like I really just showed myself because I thought it might be the last opportunity I could to be playing soccer at this high level. So I just wanted to give everything I got, and luckily somehow I made it on this team. And we've just had the most amazing season from the start. I know how lucky I am to come to a school that has such an amazing team, and I'm really happy to be played like a little role in just what we're doing here.
Did you think your soccer career, playing career, was over at some point, and how gratifying is it to go from that to second round of the NCAA tournament as a starter?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think when I didn't make the club team here, I thought my soccer career might have been over.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
What happened?
I tried out for the club team here, and I didn't make it.
You got cut from the club
Yeah, I got cut. Or they think they had an excess of guys and they couldn't bring me on. And I was like, okay, this might be the area where I'm done with soccer. And then, a year later is when I tried out for the team. So I guess I just stayed with it. The local UPSL team, San Diego International, they've really I've made some of my best friends there, and the coach, Keith Miller, and Matt, I can't pronounce his last name, but Matt, they've been super influential to me, and they've wanted to get me here. I know they talk with Coach Quinn, so I have so many people to thank, and it's just the list goes way too long, but I'm really happy to be here in this moment because all those people made it happen.
Last thing, has anyone on the club team said anything to you as the season's gone on, we might have screwed up?
Yeah, no, I think a few of them have talked to me. I don't know if they remember me. It was just one training. But I have talked to a few of them, and they wish me good luck and everything. I think it was just not the greatest fit for me over there, but here I feel like I'm really meshing into the team well.
Coach, we got to get your input. What a story. Was it news to you that he got cut from the club team? And just talk about Jack's...
I didn't know that. That's the first I heard about it.
Progression,
I think, and he did mention that Keith Miller had reached out to me and said, you got to look at Jack Sandmeyer. You got to look at him. I said, not another walk-on. I mean, he get walk-ons all the time, and they never pan out. He came in the spring and he was superb, and it solved a lot of issues in what we were trying to do playing-wise. And I think the most pleasing aspect for me with Jack is he's getting better. He's really influential in what we do, and probably the game in San Francisco, where we were under the gun for large portions of the game because he was suspended. It showed you the value that he brings to our team.
So Jack, you go from getting cut from the club team to going to Duke here in the second round, potentially, I'm not looking at a pro career in this sport. Is that something that you're maybe looking towards?
Yeah, it's super exciting. I never really thought I would have this opportunity, and just taking one game at a time and being appreciative of every time I get a step on that field. It's so inspiring to me, and I'm really excited to get to Duke.
I think if anyone's watching him, whether it's the USL or MLS, they have to really watch him over a number of games and decide if he's the right fit for them, because he's got so many good attributes, but he makes other guys around him better.
Quinny, you didn't start Cesar tonight. How much had he practiced? How much had you trained, and what was the thinking behind it?
I think what had happened, there was two aspects to that. One was that his hamstring had been bugging him for a long time. I'm going to say a long time, a couple of weeks, and he wasn't taking time off practice. And so it got to the stage where he missed the LNU game. Did practice well this week, but we wanted to be fair to Steven Ramirez, who scored 2 fantastic game-winning goals for us during the conference. And Cesar continued. I had a conversation with him this afternoon. I said, Cesar, I'm not sure I'm going to start you or bring you on. What do you think? He says, whatever you want, coach. And so, yes or no?
It's true.
Thank you.
Coach, I got to ask one question. What's going through your mind as you're watching Cesar, Sammy, or them both running at the opposing goal?
I think this team has been so pleasing because there's different guys that have stepped up at different times throughout the year. With Luca Fava early on scored a couple of great goals. Steven Ramirez, Sammy, and Cesar have been special at different games throughout the season. And as a coach, I'm just hoping that they all are going to be on song, and Sunday when we go to Duke, it'd be nice to see all of them on song at the same time.
Go ahead. César, ¿cómo te sientes tú como uno de los hispanos en el equipo en haber metido el único gol de este equipo en un juego tan importante para ti?
Sí, pues me siento bien feliz y orgulloso, ¿no? Que pues tuve la oportunidad de jugar este partido, ¿no? Al otro no jugué y pues me siento bien feliz, miro a mi familia y mis amigos aquí y pues me van soportando, no tengo estas oportunidades que ellos no tuvieron y no quiero hacer lo más que puedo con estas oportunidades.
Háblame un poquito de lo que te pasó por la mente cuando estabas a punto de meter ese gol. O sea, ¿ya lo tenías planeado? ¿Es un gol que has metido de esa manera en otras ocasiones?
Sí, pues como dije, metí gol así contra San Diego State y pues no, cuando toqué el balón, no miré el portero que estaba afuera y lo miré que estaba corriendo con su espalda a mí y pues no, cuando lo tiré pues ya miré que no pude agarrar el balón y pues no, me siento bien feliz que metí el gol.
Y la última pregunta, el coach dijo que estabas un poquito lastimado en estas semanas. Háblame de cómo te sentiste, que a lo mejor no jugaste el juego pasado, pero ¿sabías que ibas a lo mejor no jugar este juego?
No, pues sí, fui con los entrenadores y pues me andan ayudando siempre. Sí supe que iba a jugar este partido y pues por eso me sentía bien feliz de jugar este partido. Y el último año pues también me lastimé y otra vez jugué con mi tobillo lastimado y no tuve que jugar hoy, no puedo faltar estos partidos importantes y sé que soy un jugador que le puede ayudar mucho al equipo y es lo que quiero hacer.
Can you do one more?
Yeah, one more. Just, Quinn, what's going through your mind when you're up 1-0, but you probably should have had 2 PKs. You hit the post, each post. It's still a 1-0 game,
Right.
And they're attacking. I mean, did you start thinking, man, this could maybe not be our night?
No, not at all. I felt, Mark, that with this team and the way they've played all year, that at some stage you got to be the spectator and trust the guys. And I think I'm at that stage now with this team, where I've said this probably over 15, 20 years ago. When you win games 1-0, you have to do a lot of things right. And we've won a lot of 1-0 games this year. I think the biggest compliment that I got for the defenders was from Greg Dalby, who said that was the best back five they played against all season long. So when you hear that from other coaches, it's really, really pleasing. The back three, the 2 holding midfielders, and then our wing backs, and we do some exercises that if that 7 can play against 11, they don't give up goals.
So, gentlemen, thank you. Congratulations on your win tonight. Good luck on Sunday at Duke. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.